Let's talk about something that could change your life: the power of saying no. If you're someone who feels overwhelmed, overcommitted, or constantly pulled in a million directions, it's time to take a hard look at why. Chances are you're saying yes to things that don't align with your goals, values, or well-being. And every time you say yes to something you don't want, you're saying no to yourself. Here's the truth: saying no is not selfish, it's self-respect. Think about it. How many times have you agreed to something out of guilt, fear of disappointing others, or the need to be liked? Maybe it was taking on extra work, attending an event you didn't want to go to, or helping someone who never returns the favor. And how did it make you feel? Probably drained, resentful, and further away from your own priorities. The problem is, we've been conditioned to believe that saying no is rude, unkind, or even unacceptable. But that's a lie. Saying no is a boundary, and boundaries are essential for a healthy, balanced life. Without them, you're giving away your time, energy, and peace of mind to everyone but yourself. Let me ask you this: if you don't protect your time, who will? No one is going to show up and say, "Hey, you've been doing too much. Let me take some of this off your plate." It's up to you to decide what you will and won't allow in your life. And that starts with learning to say no, clearly, confidently, and unapologetically. Now, I get it. Saying no can feel uncomfortable, especially if you're not used to it. You might worry about how others will react. Will they be upset? Will they judge you? Will they stop liking you? These fears are natural, but they're also holding you back. Here's the reality: you can't control how people react, but you can control how you respond. The first time you say no, it might feel awkward. The second time, it'll feel a little easier. And over time, it'll become second nature. Why? Because you'll start to see the benefits: more time for what matters, less stress, and a stronger sense of self-worth. Let's break it down. Saying no doesn't have to be harsh or confrontational. It can be simple, respectful, and firm. Here are a few examples. I appreciate the offer, but I can't commit to that right now. That doesn't work for me, but thank you for thinking of me. I need to focus on my priorities at the moment, so I'll have to pass. Notice what's happening here? You're being clear and direct without over-explaining or apologizing. You don't owe anyone a lengthy justification for your decisions. Your time and energy are valuable, and it's okay to protect them. Now, let's address the guilt. Many people struggle with guilt when they say no, especially if they're used to putting others first. But here's the thing: guilt is not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a sign that you're breaking an old pattern. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to yourself. You're saying yes to your goals, your well-being, and your happiness. And that's not something to feel guilty about. It's something to celebrate. Think about the most successful, fulfilled people you know. Do you think they say yes to everything? Absolutely not. They're selective about where they invest their time and energy because they understand the value of focus. They know that every yes comes at the cost of something else, and they're intentional about their choices. So what do you need to start saying no to? Toxic relationships that drain your energy? Unrealistic expectations at work? Social obligations that leave you exhausted? Opportunities that don't align with your goals? Whatever it is, start small. Practice saying no in low-stakes situations and work your way up. The more you do it, the more confident you'll become. And remember, saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a strong person. It shows that you value yourself enough to set boundaries and prioritize what truly matters. Here's the bottom line: your time is finite, your energy is precious, and your life is yours to design. Don't let fear, guilt, or the opinions of others dictate how you spend it. Start saying no to the things that don't serve you so you can say yes to the things that do. Because when you take control of your time, you take control of your life. And that's where the magic happens.